Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I welcome you to my new amazing tutorial. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to make a responsive portfolio using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And we have applied the dark mode and the day mode also. So here, when you click on this icon, it will convert our website into dark mode, and then when you click again it will convert into night mode. So by clicking on this icon you can see the website in both the modes. So here we have a back, background color, and for this we have a beautiful navbar, and in this navbar we have a logo, then we have a beautiful nav links with the hovering effects, and here the icon for changing the from the dark mode to day mode. So here we have some social media icons, right? When you click on these social media icons it will go to the social media icon, so you can see that. And here we have some paragraph and headings, and then we have this contact me button. Then in the right side we have a beautiful image. Here you can paste your own image, and here also you can paste a image in the about me section. And in this about me section we have some description about our profession, and here we have a download cv button. Then we have another section for skill section. Here I mention some skills, how much I know these skills, their percentage I have shown here. Then we have in the right side a image. Then we have a service section. In service section we have a 4 divs and with the beautiful hovering effect, and we have a this service we are providing. And then we have a project section where we have a some projects. Then we have a contact section. Here you can fill your details and send to it, and you can see that the button has a beautiful hovering effect. And then we have a down the social media icons and a footer. So let's check in the day mode. You can see that it's working properly, and not only this, our project is responsive also. So inspect every, so you can see that here on the small devices it's looking perfect and it's look working. So you can see that, and when you scroll it will show it is fully responsive and it is working for the small devices also. And I have, when I click on this about, it will go to the about section. When you click on service it will go to the service section. When you click on project it will go to the project section. When you click contact it will go to the contact section. And this is how our project is going to work. I will explain each code line by line, and I will explain each section, so stay tuned with us. So come for VS Code. So before that, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe us. So first of all I will create one file. So portfolio, so I'll drag this file and import it in our VS Code. Let me do it again. So I have imported our this portfolio folder, and in this folder what do we want? We want some images which have been used in our project. So let's select our images. So this images I will copy and paste it in our project. So you can see in our VS Code we have images, right? And in this portfolio folder we'll create HTML file index.html, and in this we'll create style.css file also. Then we'll create one javascript file script.js. So now I will create the basic structure of the HTML file. Here you can give the title portfolio, right? Then we can link our CSS file style.css, right? So we have coded before. I'll show you. Here is the index. Here I have a style script.js. So I'll rearrange it. So this is our code before I have coded. So I'll explain you everything. So here is our CDN link for our icons. So this is the CDN link. We will paste it in our code. So from where we will get, when you go to this font awesome CDN, when you search here font awesome CDN link, then we will find here cdnjslibrary.com. So here we will get the CDN links. So this website provides CDN link for many libraries. So here you can click on this and copy and paste it in our code, right? After this, what we have done? After this, we have this header tag. So header tag for what? So we have a header tag. So let's come to our header tag. So here you can see that we have a header tag on the top. This header tag I'm going to explain it. So here in header tag, I'll copy this fully header tag and paste it in our code, and I will run go live. So I am using live server extension in VS Code. So you can see that here we have the nav links, logo, and these icons we are getting from the font awesome CDN. And for styling, so here we have a font family Poppins. So this font family for our website we are getting from this website. So this is the website font.google.com. So here you can copy this, you can go to the import, and you can copy this and paste it in our code. So after that I have this some universal selector code. So I'll copy this and paste it in our code. So now in universal selector we have a margin padding 0, box heading border box, this style none, and text decoration none, scroll wave smooth, and scroll padding top 2 RE, and font family Poppies and sans serif. So when you go and check out our, so here we have no, here before it was, I'll show you. So when I'll save it and I'll go to, so here now we have this some underline and the font family we have noted, and we have some list styles. So when I'll use this code list style none, font size, padding, and everything, I'll get this. So now we will go for another styling. So I'll copy this and paste it in. So here I have declared some CSS variables which we will use in our project. So for the main color we have named main color. So for background color we have named bg color. For the text color we have a hover, we have a font. For big fonts we have a this variable. For medium font, for paragraph font. So I have defined some variables which will in our project. For the every section we have a padding, and then for the body active class we have a text color and a background color. For the body I have used the background color and the text color, and then for the universal selector also we have a text color and background color. Then we have a heading. For heading I have align in center. So you can see that the heading I'll show you. The heading say about me is in center, right? So for heading span we have a some color font size. So this heading span, this introduction you can see down. So for that, so now come for styling our header section. So let's style our header section. So I'll comment it here. So you copy the header section. So I'll copy and paste it here. So from here we are going to style our header section. So now header section is looking like this. When I save it, our header section will look like this. You can see that before it was like this, and when we style our navbar, so now see how it's looking. So for that we have header position fixed, and then width is 100%. Then top, from top it will be 0. So from right also it will be 0, and z index 1000. Then we display flex. So why we will display flex? To make it in a row. So you can see that it's in a one row. So before it was in left side and in column wise, right? Now it is in row wise. So we use flex for this. Now align item center. So to make it in center we use align item center. We use align item center to make horizontally center, and for vertically center you use justify content center. So here for justify content, space between, here we use space between in justify content to make the space between these items. So now for the background we have a background color and a padding we have for our navbar. So it has some width, right? So for that, from inside we are, so when I remove it, so let's see what changes will be. See the it is so width is so small. When I give padding, so from inside, so the padding from the space from the up and down and right and left has increased. So for that the transition will be 0.2 second, and we have a beautiful box shadow also for our header. So for header shadow we have a, so no need of this header shadow, we can remove it. So now it's looking perfectly fine. So for logo we have a font size 1.6 rem and font weight 600 and a color of the logo. So when I remove it, so you can see that this is looking like this. So when I save it with this, now our logo is looking beautiful. Now the navbar display flex, to make our navbar in a row. When I remove it, so first of all we'll see the navbar is in row, right? When I remove and save it, so I'll show you. So now see the navbar, it is in column wise, right? When I use flex, so it make our items in row wise. So Now for anchor tag we have a font size 1 rem, and for padding 10 pixel from top and bottom or 20 pixel from right and left. Then we have a color of the text, and then we have a font weight for our navbar. When I remove it, so you can see that it's something looking like this. See, it's not looking good. So for that we have used some padding between these links and the font weight. When you hover in it, we have this beautiful hovering effect. So see, when I hover on it, and for menu icon we have a font size and a cursor and a z index and display none. So when I remove this display none, so remove this display none. So see, the navbar is looking right. So we need navbar in the small devices only. So we will make it display none for the large devices. For the dark mode, font size and cursor pointer, so you can see that this is the dark mode button. So now it's not working because we have not implemented javascript, so we will implement soon. So now come for our home section. So I have commented here home section. So before that we can see that our home section is looking like this: some social media links, and we have some text and button, and on the right side we have images. So we will, let's copy our home section. So I'll copy this home section and paste it in our code. So I'll increase the font size. So now you can see it clearly. I'll close this bar. So here you can see that we have a section tag. In this section tag we have a class home and id home, and in this we have created a div. Inside this div we have a class, and we have a 4 links, and with these 4 links we have linked our social media icons. And for the icons we have used icon tag. So this is for Instagram, GitHub and YouTube, right? So from where we are getting, so we are using font awesome. I will explain before. Font awesome icon, and you search font awesome icon. So go to this website and search for icon like Instagram. So you can see that we have Instagram icon. So when I click on it, so you can see that this icon tag. So we will paste it here. So I paste it here. Now for the home image, we have a image on the home, this image, right? So for this, then we have a home text class. In this div, in this we have a some text, right? So here in the left side we have a some text, right? So for that we have a in a span, we have include this hello IN, and H1 we have a Vikas Kumar, and then H2 we have a front-end developer and some paragraph, and we have a contact button in this anchor tag. So let's save it and see how our project is looking. So this is our project is looking something like this, and this is our ready project. So we have to make like this, right? Our project. So this is looking something like this, and you can see that the social media icon is on the top here. Here you can see, and here is the image, here is the text. So let's style. So let's copy the style from our project. So copy the home section. So we'll copy here, and we'll go to our style.css, and we'll write home section, and we will comment it shift alt a. right, and we will paste our code here. So when we paste our code and we save it, our project is looking like this. This is our project and this is the before project. So before project is looking like this, right, and our now project is something looking like this. So how we are going to style it, so we will see. So here we have a home tag, right, here we use home class. So home class we have, so position relative for our home class. So in this is the parent, so we are using the relative. So for parent use relative for the position, and width 100% and minimum height 100 we put, and display is grid. So in grid wise I want to place our item. So grid template column, so we have a 3 column with this fraction ratio, and then we have a line item center to make it horizontally center, and a gap between the items, so 1 RE. So for home image order is 3. So why order is 3? So it is showing in the last, right, 1 2 3. So this is one div, social media icon, this is text div, and this is the image div. So 1 2 3, so this is the order third. So we use in grid order, right. So now for image we have 100%, image will take its 100%, and I have shown you here in HTML we have a div for the icons, one div for the image, one div for the text. So 3 childs we have in our section home. So here for our span we have this font size and font weight, and for h1 tag we have used the font is big font. So we use a heading, right, so we use big font. For h2 tag we have used font size 1.1 rem and font weight 400. For paragraph we have this font size paragraph, we use this variable p font, and then we have a font weight and we have a margin. And now for the social class, so here we have a social class in this div. So for social class we have a display flex, flex direction is column. So you can see that this is the column wise, right. So initially it is row wise, now it is column wise, right. We use the flex direction column. Then for the social icon anchor tag we have a margin, and we have a font size and a color of the icon. When you hover on this icon we will get this color. So let's hover and see its color is changing. I'll zoom it and show you. See its color is changing, right. So this thing we have built. Now for the button we have an inline block, and we have a background, and we have a color of the text. We have a padding for our button from the top, bottom, right and left from all the sides, and then we have a border radius for our button and a hover effect. So you can see that the beautiful hover effect on our button. I'll zoom it and I'll show you. See, you can see that, and we have some margin from this text from every side. So this how we style our home section. Now come for the here we have a about section also. So let's style our about section. So here we don't have about section, here we have a about section. So how we are going to style our about section? So first of all we have a heading, right, and we have a this a small text, and then in the left side we have an image, and in the right hand side we have some text and a download CV button. So this button is similar is before button, so you can use it here also. So let's come for our code and copy the about section. So let's copy from the original code. So we'll copy it and paste it in our project here. about section. So we will comment here Shift Alt A, press Shift Alt A for the comment. We will paste it here and save it, and we will see how our it is looking. So here you can see that it's something looking like this, but it is looking should look like this. So it is already styled. So I have shown you before in our CSS code. In before only I have declared some rules. So here you can say the heading span and heading text transition. So this code is for our this section heading and this text. So we have to now style our this image, and here you can see that we have already defined this, and this button has used already. So we are using the same class for our button also. So we will see our HTML code. So for about section we have a section tag. In this section tag we have a class about and ID about, and in this we have created a div, and in this div we have our heading and a span, right? So this is in one div, this is in one div. So now we have a content. So in about content we have some content. In this we have created a div, and in this div we have an image. So in one div we have an image, right? And in one div we have some text. So in down you can see that some text about the developer, and then we have a button tag, and we have used the same class btn. Before we have used the same class btn, the same class I have applied. So when you apply the same class on the another button, it has taken the property that we have styled here in our style.css. I will show you. So here the button class, so that same style is taken by this button also. When I remove it, I have written the wrong class. So you can see that the download cv button is not working now. When I make as btn, so it's working, the same class I have applied, right? Now we have to make our image in the left hand side, and it is small, so it is looking now big. So we have to make a small, and then we have to make our text and button on the right hand side. So to make this, come for our VS Code, and let's copy our style for our about section. So let's copy, we have to note this. This is skill section, skill container about text. So we have a very small style for our about section, because we have already declared some variables and style. So we have used the same class, so that's why. So now about section. So now we are going to style our about section. So I commented here, and I will paste our about section code. So when I save it and I will go to page, so now see it's looking perfectly as this. So you can see that the same thing. Now for our about container we have a display grid, and grid template column repeat two columns one fraction ratio. So in about container we have this two divs, one div for image, one div for text. So we have repeated two times with the one fraction ratio. We have a gap 1 rem and margin top 2 rem for our container, right? In container we have an image, so for image width is 80%, not 100%, and we have a border radius for our image. Then we have a paragraph, right? We have a paragraph. So for paragraph font size we have the p font we have used, and then we have a font weight font 100, and then we have a text align justify to make it so justify. You can see that it is in same alignment. And then we have a margin bottom for area for our about section. So we have seen till here. So the next section is skill section. So skill section, service section, project section, and this our contact section. We'll see in next video. So we will meet in next video for our other section. So we are going to style our another remaining sections like skill, project in our next video. So don't forget to share our tutorial with your friends, and if you like our project, please give a star on our GitHub, and please share and subscribe. So press the notification bell and stay tuned. We'll upload the next part soon. So thank you.